Sonja Diaz. She is the founding director of the UCLA Latino Policy and Politics Institute that are an important resource for all of us who are policymakers. Sonja.
Thank you so much, Senator Durazo. I think that this is just integral to ensure that we have not only a California lens on this, but inevitably a Latino lens. I'm pleased to be here. The passage of SB951 would mean so much to families and their ability to care for loved ones. We heard that from Jerry, and we are hearing it each and every day during this pandemic. But I want to share that it would especially mean a lot for Latinas in this state. Latinas make up over 20% of our state's population. They represent a majority of our female workforce now and well into the future. Research shows that over the last few years of the COVID-19 pandemic, Latinas have been particularly hard hit, from jobs to leaving college to health disparities and comorbidity. The institute that I lead, the UCLA Latino Policy and Politics Institute, found that last year, Latinas exited the workforce during the pandemic more than any other group. And this is due in large part to caregiving responsibilities. In fact, research from LPPI published just last month reiterated this finding. My colleagues found that Latinas spent quadruple the time caring for their families and double the time maintaining their households compared to Latino men. Further, Latinas are more likely to work in low-wage jobs in industries like hospitality that took some of the hardest hits in the beginning of the pandemic and continue to this day. Now, research has found that for those Latinas that are self-employed, we're in a culture of innovation, a state of entrepreneurship. Latinas that are self-employed, half of them in California, lived in or supported lower income households. And they did this at more than 1.5 times the rate of white women. So Latinas are doing the same work, important work, essential work, innovative work, yet they're being left behind. If there was ever a time that Latinas need support, the time is now. And supporting Latinas goes beyond correcting these disparities. Supporting Latinas recognizes that this bill in particular leads California to a prosperous future for all. Over the next 30 years, Latinas in the state of California is expected to grow, and our role as Latinas, as Chicanas, as Latini, Latinx is essential to the future of California, our economy, and our democracy. And so given this backdrop, this bill should be a priority for Governor Newsom to sign. Yet, in a state where the signing of this bill should be a no-brainer, we're still waiting. And we're waiting during a midterm election that's teaching us that political parties are continuing to take the policy needs and preferences of Latinos for granted. It's clear that low-income workers, the majority of whom are people of color, including Latinos, Asian Americans, and Blacks, women and immigrant workers, would benefit greatly from being able to access paid family leave that will actually take care of them when they or a family member is sick or when a child arrives. SB 951, if signed into law, would do just that. And when we talk about equity, we need to talk about Latino inclusion, and this is policy inclusion. 4 years ago, Governor Gavin Newsom made 6 months of paid family leave per child an early goal of his administration. His signature on this bill, like his signature on Medicare for All, is an important step towards realizing this commitment and ensuring that California's Latino families are no longer left behind. Thank you so much.